Hello everyone, let's learn middleware. Actually, middleware is nothing but it's a class or component which is executed for each request in the ASP.NET Core. So we will learn the we will learn the middleware in the .NET Core. In classic .NET framework, HTTP handler and HTTP module was the main which we were using, or we can say that middleware has replaced those because we were using those in the pipelines in classical .NET framework. But in the .NET Core we are using the middleware. So this is the application. This is the default application of weather forecasting. Now I will show how the middleware works and how without middleware how it will work. Let's say let's run it. So application is running now. Using the Postman, I'm trying to get the weather forecast. So I am successfully getting the data here in the response body, right? So properly I'm getting the data without any error or anything, and I'm not passing anything inside the body or header. Now if I want that, I will use one API key. If that key is passed in the header, like here I'm using some value here, so if this key is passed, only in that case I will get the data. Otherwise it will say to pass the key, and if key is incorrect it will say you have the invalid key. It will not allow to interact with the API. So I will do these things using the middleware. Now let's add one class. Let's name it middleware API, middleware for API.cs. Now I will write, let me stop it. Now I will add some code in this class just to speed up the video. So I have added the code here. So now I will explain it. Let's resolve the okay. Okay, so first thing in the middleware is the request delegate. So what is request delegate? Request delegate is the delegate which handle the input request. So whatever the HTTP request we are receiving, so it handle that particular request. Now it is mandatory to have one method with the name invoke async in the middleware. If we will use any other method without this name, in that case it will give the error that this particular method is missing from the middleware. Now code is very simple. We are receiving the HTTP context request, and from the header we are trying to get one particular API key name. So key name here I have given the API key. We can give any custom name here. So I given the name API key, and I'm extracting the API key here. So if that particular key does not exist, in that case I'm saying this I'm returning the response code as 401, and I'm saying API key was not provided. Suppose if key is there, in that case from the iConfiguration file, using the iConfiguration reference object, I am accessing my particular appsetting.json file where I have a one key, and key name is API key, and I'm getting the value of this particular API key here. So from the API key here I am getting the value. Now whatever the value I have received inside the header, I am comparing that. So this is the value extracted API key. If it is successful, means value is provided in the API key. In that case, in the request, in that case I am getting it from the header and comparing it the value with whatever I have inside my configuration file. Let's means JSON file. Now when I'm comparing with my JSON file, in that case if the value match, then it's fine. I'm saying to the request delegate, pass this request to the next event. Otherwise I'm saying that this is the 401 status code I'm passing and saying unauthorized client request. Now we will try on it, but before that we need to add one particular thing. So because how my framework will know that this particular class is used for the middleware, for that inside the startup class we need to use the middleware. Let's say app.use middleware and give the name of middleware. So we have the middleware name, middleware for API. Now when I will use this inside the startup file, inside the configure method that use the middleware, now my framework will know, okay, middleware for API class is used as the middleware. So for each request, a request will go to the invoke async method, and here we are doing all stuffs. Now let's run this particular application. Now application is running. Okay, now I'm trying to hit again from here. Whenever I'm hitting, I'm getting API key was not provided. So let's pass the key here. Now key name is API key. I will pass some wrong value, right? I'm again hitting here. Now it's saying unauthorized client. Let's see how it is working. Let's see. Okay, now whenever I'm clicking on the button, my all requests going to the invoke async. Now key is there and the value of extracted key from the header is key is there, and what is the value of that? That is this fh something I have given there, some random value. Now I am getting the value of the key from the config file, that is this particular value. Now I'm trying to compare what both values are not equal, that's why I'm returning the unauthorized request, and this particular underscore next context, my delegate is not, request delegate is not passing the request to next event and it's returning from here, and that's why I'm not getting the result here. So I'm getting unauthorized client. Now let's pass correct value by copying from the app setting JSON file. I have copied the value. Send. Now as my key match with the key which I get from the header, now request is passed from here and I'm getting the proper response from the controller get forecast method. So that's all in the middleware. So it's very simple to implement the middleware. We just need one class, and that class we need invoke async method, and we need to register the middleware inside the configure method using the use middleware, and it will work. That's all in this video.